All right, so I have learned a little tip from watching another streamer, and they found a room that I have not found yet, and in the clue was saying don't go trying to go constantly upward, which is what I've been doing. It was more suggested to go back and forth. So yeah, I'm thinking, yeah, I think we're going into nuke as well, because it's just gonna won't get very far anywhere else. Key. Or you start off with a key. Can't go wrong with that. Ah, go get my shovel. Oh, okay. That sucks because it basically it blocks that direction off, so that kind of sucks. But I want my shovel because if we find any of the blue or any of the green rooms, we'll be able to use a shovel. So I'm going to get my shovel. Item. There's my shovel. And that way, if, you know, later on, if we need to, we can always come back and put the shovel back in there. Ah, I love the storeroom, but I don't want to block myself off that way either, so it's gotta be the den. Got to be the den.
You're on that pursuit of happiness, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, life can be funny when you're on that pursuit and all you see is the money.
Yep. Okay. Pantry or billiard room? Billiard room will more likely have 2 keys. Pantry will have gold, which right now we don't have any gold. So we really could go either way here. Pantry. Parlor. Okay, so what are the boxes going to offer us this time? Okay. The gems are in the true box. There is only 1 box in this room. Okay, that one's lying. There are 4 boxes in this room. That one's lying too. So, black box. Okay. I need to get to the mailroom because I need the instructions for the breaker box. But at the same time, we do need to get into the breaker box room because we'll need it for the garage if we can find that. If we also find the garage keys, so car keys. And we'll need it for the gymnasium and the dark room. But I can't block myself off right now, so looks like it's going to be either the chapel or security. And go security. Because from last time, we learned the password. I can also be able to order stuff here. So one of the things I need to order, a special order. I know, dial up. I know. I thought that too. I was like, oh, that kind of gave some memories there. We need a magnifying glass. We definitely need that. Right. Then I also need a card system. Okay. Everything we got set as low and offline mode. There. Sometimes there's an item over there and there was nothing in there that time. Surprising. So the other thing we learned is from the last gameplay is bread memos equals lies unless it's handwritten. Okay, so spare room. I don't want that. That's gonna close me off. Corridor, no. I gotta go archives then. What? Yeah, we learned that through the magnifying glass. That's why I need to find another magnifying glass, because there's some items that we cannot access without that. Oh, okay. Battery pack. I don't know what that needs, like what that is for, but I'll take it. The other thing we learned, which I did not write down any of these dates, so I don't know if any of this is important or not, but here, this Marion Marigold is Simon's mother, and she has disappeared. We have learned that she has gone missing. She was a published author and got herself mixed up with a Ruffington press, where certain members of that press or publisher got arrested for not good things, and she ended up breaking up with the publisher, and then she herself got somehow disappeared. So that's something we've learned. So I don't know if these dates are important or not. That's the only thing. So since I don't know, I'm going to take a screenshot of this in case we need it, because I am learning that what you think you might not need as a reference, you actually do need. So instead of me writing down a bunch of stuff, I will be more than likely taking screenshots of things so I have it for my record. got that. These are all the dates. Got that one. That. And this. Yeah, so that's what we've learned. Okay. Archive floor plan, so I don't know where it goes. Chapel where you lose 1 coin. Well, since now this is my only path up, I'm going to have to go to chapel because the guest bedroom, obviously I'll get shut out of. The archive floor plan, since I don't know what it is, it just kind of generates a random room. I don't know if it will go up or down or any of that, so we're gonna go chapel so we have all the different directions. It's just sucky that you lose a coin when you go in here. Hey, bedroom. Sometimes you can get an item in here too. I don't see anything, so looks like it's just how it normally looks for us. Gem for a room that we don't know where it goes. Corridor that's gonna go up. Same with that. Archive floor. And hope that I get like a... Ooh, the nursery! Okay. Okay. Interesting. The Red Prince by Marion Marigold. So this is Simon's mom. There was a red prince who sat on a red throne. He had a red crown made of rubies and a red castle made of stone. The prince had a love for all things red. It's the only true color, the prince often said. See, there was a bunch of apples there too. He could not stand the sight of a canary or a crow. He could not stand the white of a swan in the snow. And never looked up for fear of the view. He had heard that the sky was not a red hue. So he always had a book to turn his eyes down if he ever was outside when the clouds weren't around. And do you know which book the prince always had? The one that made him happy whenever he was sad. A story he had read in the bath and the bed, and maybe you can guess with the clues we have said. It was the story of a boy who also wore red. And he looked like our prince from his toes to his head. And as you, my reader, you may already assume, this book is quite near you. In fact, in the same room. A story about you, if it needs to be said, about a red prince and his book. The red book we just read. So, I'm wondering here if this is like indicating that we need to find a room like this, or like have to find the bathroom, which is the lavatory, or if this is just saying, you know, here's your red book that you'd be walking around with. Don't know. Oh, what's this? Oh, lucky rabbit's foot. Greater chance of finding items. Okay. That's a W. That's definitely a W. Too bad this room doesn't have any doors, though. That's the only sad thing about it, but it's a nice room. So, yeah, when you go in there, you end up gaining a couple. You have to go back this way since lose a coin. Okay. I definitely don't want to... I don't want to use the archive floor plan since I don't know what it is, and I don't want to get myself stuck again. So I'm going to just go through the spare room. Okay. Drawing room, kitchen, and another archive floor. Both require a gem. One, you can get food. The other, you may draw new floor plans while drafting in this room. Okay, so that means that it's going to give us another opportunity. Change. Like, we don't like what we get as a choice. And of course, the kitchen will get you more food. That will give you then. That'll give you the opportunity to use coins to get food. That will give you more footsteps. I'm kind of wanting to go to the kitchen simply because I haven't gone there yet, and I've gone to the drawing room. And it's the same, it's not going to make us be able to go any further one way or the other, depending on each of them, so I think I'm going to go kitchen. Must be the menu. Okay, so you can buy a banana, club sandwich, or a chef salad. Okay. Oh, club salad sandwich will give you 15 more feet or footsteps. Ah, the chef salad gives you 5 steps for every green room in your house, and of course the banana gives you 3. I'm not going to purchase anything right now because I only have 2 coins, but it's good to know anyway. Like the courtyard. That's exactly what I was hoping would happen, is we would find the courtyard. But unfortunately, I don't have any gems, so that sucks. Ah, that sucks so bad. I really wanted that courtyard. I was hoping we'd get that because we had the shovel. So I have to go to the archive floor plan and hope that it gives me something that at least goes up or to the left. Otherwise, if it's like a guest bedroom, we're stuck. Our run will be done already. Okay, so we got the hallway. A hallway. Okay. Got the billiard room, the utility closet. I think we go billiard room. Because I need to find the mail room so that I can get the instructions for the closet. Also because this will end our run too if I choose the closet. And I don't want to risk losing any more gems from the archive random room you'll get. Okay, so 16. 8 divided by 4 is 2. Okay. 17 and 16. So that is 33 divided by 3, which is going to be 11. Okay, 13 minus 10 is 3 divided by 3. Oh, wait. No, we're dividing and multiplying. Oh, that's wild. Okay, so 13 minus 10 is 3. 3 times 3 is 6 divided by 3 is 2. That was a tricky one. Oh, we got something wrong. I apparently can't math today. I cannot math today. Right, 3 times 3 is 9, not 6. Yep. Like, yep. I can't math. That's a case of I just simply can't math. So 9. 3 times 3 is 9. Divided by 3 is still 3. Yeah. Oh, we get a key card. Nice. Only thing is that I disabled, I believe, all of the rooms, so in that case, it really didn't. Keycard's cool. It'll be like something we could take and go to that other room and hold that out for next time. Okay, gotta use a key. Oh, I want that go to the courtyard, and I can't. So we gotta go hallway then. Because, again, I have no idea what that archive floor plan is. Okay, so it's just the same thing. The lie about the doors in the West Wing are to be locked. This way. They'll go up. Go this way first. Drawing room can't go to. We can go to the library though. Discover less common floor plans while drafting in the library. Okay. Okay. Doesn't allow us to go to the room that's next to the nursery though. That's the only thing. It will make us go down instead of it going across, but I haven't gone to the library yet. So I'll go in here. Reading. The house directory is a great resource for information. If you wish to read more about a specific room in your house, press R to pull up the directory. Okay. Okay. So we can request a book request. Please select one. I think I want the drafting strategy. Books requested with this form will be pulled and available the next time you draft the library. Oh, so we won't actually see it until next time. Okay. Here I was thinking we'd instantly get it. Mount Holly records. Temporal records, 4 hours and 28 minutes, total of 5 days. So that's just saying what I've done. Okay. Cool. Scrapbook. Oh. Okay. My favorite floor plans. Can't seem to ever pass it up as a dining room. That's funny. Most drafted is the den, chapel, and parlor. Most paid for is the passageway, security, and courtyard. Most time spent with security, parlor, in the west wing hall. Contraptions I've made. I haven't made any yet. Don't know what this is. The most avoided floor plans, patio, office, and guest bedroom. Maybe one day. Yeah, it's because I always, for the patio and office, I never have the gems that I need. And the guest bedroom is because it'll make them stop. Well, I was hoping that the one book was gonna show up there, but shows up the next time. And by next time I'm talking about the book I'm talking about is what gives you information about how to your strategy of how to get better rafts. So, like, the idea of not going up like I had been. That was where I learned that from. Okay. I'm gonna go to the wine cellar. We can get 3 gems there. I'm gonna go there. Oh, of course, it's locked. Of course it's locked. Of course it's locked. Well, that ends our run right there. It's a big bummer. It absolutely loses. We have no place. So all I can do is go back down to the entrance hall and check in my items again. And that's going to cost money. I don't know if it does or not. That's all I can do. This was a pretty useless run. Yeah, because every time I go in here, I lose a coin, so it's like straight down. Rather unfortunate. See what I can check in, if I can check in anything. Not gonna need a key card. I don't know what the battery pack does. Definitely gonna do that with the... Yeah, all I can do is just check an item. So, check the shovel again and everything else. Wish I could have used the other items. Would have been cool. So, since we got all these steps that we can't use, what I want to do... see if we can get anywhere out here. Nope. Make a wish! That's locked or available. So one of the things we're going to try doing is we need to light up this area here. These all will light up, and we'll be able to do that through opening different puzzles, solving different puzzles. I can go anywhere in here. Dead end. Yeah. This is one of the places we'll get to eventually. Out there either. Oh, that's a poor combination. Now, I did get some numbers from other, but I don't know if this pertains to this or not. Nope. I've seen two different numbers thus far, so I'm trying both of them. Ah, bummer. So neither of those work. So once we learn what this is, this will give us another area that will open. It will give us more steps too. So those are the two spots I wanted to check out. If I could access any. That's all I can do. This is a terrible run. We did not have lady luck here. We definitely did not have lady luck. Lady luck. Nope, didn't have it. Look at I'm here.
Yeah, life can be funny when you're on that pursuit and all you see is
We'll go start with the billiard room on this one. Welcome in. Starting with 6. Let's see if we can math now, because last time we weren't able. We failed at our math. We got 10 minus 4 is 6. 6 times 3 is 18. Oh, we're going to have one of these. Okay. 17 minus 15 is 2. 2 times 20 is 40 divided by 10 is 4. Okay. Then we've got, Okay, 10 minus 2 is 8. 8 times 10 is 80. Sometimes 1. Then divided by 8 is 10. Got a key card. Okay, I was hoping for keys. But I'll take it. Oh, got some coins. Okay, I'll take that then. I'll go for some coins. So we were going to play a wizard game, but I broke it within 5 minutes. So we're back to blueprints. So it's definitely been one of those streaming days. And looks like we'll draft the hallway. Really nothing else, and I want to go the opposite way. Oh, we can. Okay. Pantry, the den, or the parlor. Den is going to give me another room. I'll go den, so I'll get that gem, and maybe I can get the closet, or maybe we get the coat check for that room that we won't be able to really go anywhere. I'm gonna hope. This way? Yeah. Okay, well, I'll go storeroom then. I was hoping to get coat check, but I'll do storeroom because we'll get a key, a gem, and some coins, so we'll go that route. Hey, pantry, nuke, west wing hall. Seems like I never have enough keys. Passageway. Do not want to go passageway. that book that we have discovered that is in the library says do not get the passageway until you're higher ranked than we are right now, so we're definitely not going that route. And the utility room will unfortunately close us off this area, so we gotta go corridor. Hey, okay. Leads to a room of a color of your choice. Now that's interesting. And we get the coat check. Or we can get our shovel back. We get the spare room. Interesting. Secret passage leads to a room of a color of your choice. I don't know what to do here. If I should get my shovel, which right now we won't be able to use. Or do we go with the secret passage and have it lead us to a color room of our choice, which would be like green. That would take us out to like patio or something like that. And we haven't found this room yet. Secret passage, that's what I was leaning towards too. Simply because I haven't found this room yet. That's the first reason. Ah, okay. So you get 3 green thumb, the halls of holly, so that'd be like a hallway. And the red rover. The red rover is that room that's got that weird, big fortune teller thing. The gold sink, and then purple, which will give us a key. I still think I want to go green. Okay. So you get the aquarium, the courtyard, or the cloister, which special cost is bypassed. So we'll do that one. Oh. Interesting. But I don't have my shovel. Got 3 doors in here. Yeah. This one. Get one that goes like down. Okay. Pantry, which will go up. Green rooms do not cost gems to draft. We go on the terrace, that will mean that going forward, we no longer will have, it will no longer cost gems for us to get in. Go that route. Even though I don't have my shovel. I need to find my shovel. Like coat check, or find another area that's got a shovel. Sometimes you can get lucky and get a free shovel. That was cool. Got a closet, spare room, observatory. Go observatory. OBS? Like doing this where I went? OBS? Yay! Got a diamond! So we got a gem. Oh, other gems up here. Bedroom. Parlor. Drawing room. And drawing room. Nothing in here. Sometimes you'll find something. Oh. Key. Okay. Spare room. We got the nursery again. Or we can redraw the floor plan. If the parlor was going a different direction, I would have gone to parlor. I'm gonna redraw floor. And that wasn't much better. Not much better. That nursery really wants to show up. And it's like, I'm thinking I don't want to get stuck by the nursery, even knowing when you draft a bedroom, you gain 5 steps. I gotta go spare room. Closet. Oh. Utility room or parlor. Parlor. Ooh! We get car keys. So now we need to have... We'll have to go into the closet. Or no, the utility room so we can turn on the garage, but we also have to find the garage. So this box is one of the 2 empty boxes. Okay, could be true. 2 boxes in this room are empty. Okay, that also could be true. There are 3 boxes in this room. Well, that is definitely true. Two boxes in the room are empty. This box is one of the 2 empty boxes. And there are 3 boxes in. So we know this one is true. And 2 boxes in this room are empty. I think that's also true. So I think the one that's lying is the box is saying one of the 2 boxes. This box is one of the empty boxes. I think this one is lying. Here we go. Okay. Ooh, well, we can get the courtyard. The courtyard could potentially have a shovel in there. Oh, okay, we got a sledgehammer. Nice. So that's going to allow us to be able to open boxes that we come across that need a key. But there are, unfortunately, there are some things that we could dig up we can't access because we don't have a shovel. This looks like it needs a key card. Look at that. Okay. Oh, I don't remember what rank you need to be. I want to say passageway. I think you have to be 8 for the passageway, or it's recommended. So we have the commissary with items for sale, which I probably will have our shovel in there. So I'm going to go in there. Okay, well, it did not have our shovel. It has a magnifying glass, which I know we can use the magnifying glass. But we could also use a key, which will take all of our coins away. I have to think on this one. Oy. Push security. I think we'll go chapel, I'm thinking. I can then go back and go left and right, whereas security I can only go up and to the right. And it requires a chapel. About this. Locked. Alright, so that one particular room is locked, so I'm leaning towards, I'm not going to pick up anything yet, because every time you go into this room, for one, you lose money. So that sucks. It's locked. Okay. Security. Don't think we need, because we haven't found anything other than we know that somebody is watching us, because there's these security cameras everywhere. And if I change the security to low, basically it'll make it so that we don't have to use a key card. I really wish we could get the remote terminal access and electronic mail, but we have to. There's 2 rooms that we still need to access. Ah, okay. So if you want a specific item or brand, so that's where it goes to the commissary. That's why it had the magnifying glass. Alright, I'm going to, again, order a shovel because of... I would like to be able to get that magnifying glass, but I have to find a way around probably the other room so we can actually pick it up. Ooh. Oh, okay. The dark room has actually something very important in there. The furnace, we won't go anywhere. And of course the closet won't allow us to go down any further. Might have a shovel in there, maybe. But I know the dark room is something we need, and we need the magnifying glass for the dark room, and we need to be able to turn the power on that dark room. So anytime you walk in there, power flickers out. And it's because we need to access the utility room. So I'm going to go into dark room. Hope that we'll be able to generate that room and then be able to get the magnifying glass. Locked, of course. Of course it is. So that pretty much can't go anywhere further until we get another key, and unfortunately we don't have enough money to buy a key. So we'll have to go the other door of the chapel, but I think it was locked. So we'll have to go this way instead then. Oh, it's locked too. No. Ah. I'm pretty sure the chapel room was also locked. Ugh. Yep. We need a thing that allows us to be able to... sucks. But I want that magnifying glass. But I also want a key that we can't afford now. Because we lost 2 coins. Go back to the courtyard. Hope that that other door in the courtyard isn't locked. I think it was locked too. Yep, it was locked too. So we basically have to go all the way back down to the entrance hall or the cloister and see if the cloister room isn't locked. If we had the shovel, we more than likely would have had a key. Polly? And she finally came out of hiding. I'm glad that she's not hiding it. Oh, Mrs. Carly. Hey, Carly, too. She's perturbed about something. I'm guessing it's because I have a trash bag in here. As she stood at that, I'm like, what the heck is this? And now she's up. Drawing room. Go. Nursery, though. No. That guest bedroom. Bedroom. I wanted something in this room. Something that could help. Doesn't look like there's anything in here again. Okay, well, you can get the breaker room, which will allow us to get into the dark room. But then we need to get the magnifying glass. Or we can go into the rumpus room, which will allow us to see 2 more rooms and see maybe something else. We'll also get 8 coins, so we'll be able to buy a key. We're gonna go. And there's a banana. Okay, see what creepy guy gotta say.
And, as it was foretold, I am awakened at the sound of a dropping coin. You find yourself face to face with the great Alzara. And I suspect you wish me to look into your future.
That'd be nice.
The image is becoming clear.
Are.
I see the darkened cloud of ruin.
Oh.
Familiar to us both.
Mansion.
Now decrepit, run down, and in disrepair. I see 8 red envelopes resting upon 8 pedestals. And in these 8 envelopes, I see 8 letters penned by 8 different hands. 8 letters of which you will only ever find and read.
Oh.
7. Just like the art hanging on the walls of these rooms, there is a letter missing. What you have heard here has been foreseen by the great Alzara. Until the dawn of the following day, I will have nothing more to say.
So there's 8 red envelopes, apparently, that we have to find. But there's a letter missing. And the paintings said There's a letter missing. So that's a little... Not sure what that means. Exactly by that. Ugh, locked, of course. Of course. So, well, at least I can buy the key now. Or I can buy a key, or we go down. Maybe the letter is hidden behind the painting? Maybe. Doesn't seem you can touch them. I'm not sure what that means. Alright, so we can either go down to the hallway, or we go to the commissary and buy a key. I think we buy a key and then use it in the security room. My feeling. Or we could use it in the chapel room, because if we go... Well, you lose a coin by going into the chapel room. But that might allow us to continue to go round. Yeah, I think we'll use it in the chapel room. And I went the wrong way. Oh, I guess I didn't technically go the wrong way. And not all the rooms will, like, some of these do have, like here it's saying 10. But you can't interact with any of them. So it's... Right? This doesn't have any, so it's only on the inside, it looks like. Here's like another one. Stage and a dag, I think. Not sure. Gotta buy a key. I hate that. I have to buy a key. And I would love to also buy a magnifying glass, too. I just don't know if I'm going to need it because... Or if I hang on to the coins. Because right now, I can't get into... Well, we can get into the dark room. The problem is that we haven't found the room to turn on lights on that. Yeah, we need the key. I already got a key. But you're thinking to keep it in case we need and get another key down the road. Because this room, you'll lose every time. Ah, figures. Locksmith, keys for sale. But of course, I don't have much money, so... We're gonna go this room here, so we can continue onward, because we can't get through security, because that's locked too. So we'll have to go this room. And hope that this room isn't locked. Or if it is, there's a key in here. Thus far, it looks like there's a bunch of nothing in here. Oh, thank God it wasn't locked, though. Okay. Now, looks like for us to get the utility closet, which will give us a breaker room, then we need a magnifying glass, and we won't have enough money for it because we have to go through the chapel and we'll lose coin. It looks like if you go in the gymnasium, it looks like there's another room that we can access that we haven't been able to access before. At least that's what it looks like to me. So I think we go gymnasium. Oh, and the room is closed off. Whatever this is, it's not opened. Oh, there's something we have to do. And it's locked! No! Oh. Dang it, chat. Dang it. It's that we just, like, don't have enough keys, and we couldn't even... It wouldn't have mattered anyway. Ah. I don't know what it is that you need to get this, whatever this is, to activate it. I didn't see any, like, levers or anything like that anywhere. The only thing we can do now... Can't go through the dark room because that's locked. Rumpus room is locked. We'll have to go down to... I guess we have to go down to the cloister area. Yeah, we'll have to go all the way down there. Oh, it seems like we're having the same type of luck that Ashley had today when she was playing this game. Whereas Sammy yesterday, she was making a lot of progress in her game. There's this. Oh, we didn't even go through here. Okay. Ah, pool. That would have been nice. Adds a locker room, a sauna, and a pump room. Oh, that's nice. If only we had had a gem. So, it's either going to the guest bedroom or the closet. I'm going to go closet and hope that there might be a key in here. There is a key. I just don't know if that will be the type of key we need. Oh, we found a key. Just don't know if I want to go all the way back up there. Or if we go down to the entrance hall and try to get through these like last 4 rooms that are down here. We're closer to that. Like I'm feeling like maybe that. Oh, actually, won't even be able to do that. We only have 2 steps, so it won't matter anyway. Won't matter anyway. Bummer. So I can't get to any other rooms in 2 steps. Really hoping for some more lady luck here. Definitely not having very good luck. This time I'm going to start going right. Just something different. Chili closet right off the bat. Parlor or the nuke. Seems like we get the utility closet. That comes up a lot, so I'll go nuke because I am constantly running out of keys. Seems like that's my biggest issue is I'm running out of keys. Like, I wish your inventory of keys and all that could carry on to the next day. Okay, we've got hallway, pantry. I want to be able to go back and forth, so I gotta go hallway. It's like the chapel is always coming up, and it's it's like always messing things up. Go billiard room. Points this time. Ollie? Yeah, hi. That's what you're trying. Up here? Here? Yeah. You can come up. Come up. Go. Ollie's come up to cuddle. He also has a rattle purr. Bless you. I think she's going to be a very intelligent. She's like looked up at me and like said, "Yes, I am an intelligent cat." No, not more math. Thankfully, these aren't too bad as long as my math is mathing. Which today, my math has been kind of Like hit or miss. Get distracted. There, yeah. I mean, starting with 1. I mean, how else can you? Yeah. All right, 1 and 2 are 3. 3 times 3, which I couldn't earlier. I thought it was my brain wanted to do 6 instead of 9. Okay, 3 and 2, 5 plus 11, 16 times 1 is 16. Oh, this one's gonna be fun. Yeah, division by division by division. What the heck? So 20 times 2 is 40. But then how the heck are we going to do this other part? Oh, well, it would come up with 1. This way. Yeah. Okay. The key card. Drawing the key card. Attention to me. You're not paying attention to me. Yeah. Like I climbed up again. You're not paying attention to me. You gotta pay attention. I'm a kitty cat. I'm here to be loved. I'm at least glad that she came. Asked for snuggles. Yeah. She's rubbing herself. She's rubbing her head. Oops. Did you get shocked by my glasses? Yeah. Did you get shocked? The babe. I see what the issue was, is that Squeakers was in the room. She was feeling a little uncomfortable. Was in there at the same, in here at the same time, wandering around. Still, she's okay with Minnie, but outside of Minnie, she's like, meh, with the other cats. Seems like Minnie's the only one that you really trust. And that's as long as Minnie doesn't scare her. Yeah, you don't like it. You don't like when a cat shows up from behind. You hear them, or you aren't expecting them to be there. Yeah. Like that her nose is dry again. Hopefully it's just dry because she's bed for most of the What did you do now? Oh. They're like, oh, he's gonna jump. I'm gonna jump down. Get that utility closet. No. I got a closet, or I got the storeroom. Like, I would have done the closet if I'd known for sure that there would have been a shovel in there, but... Like, I need keys. I need keys. I can never have enough keys. Either I don't have enough gems or I don't have enough keys, but it seems like lately it's been... The keys have been a big issue. And there we go with 10. Big painting with 10. And then there's the stag again. I wonder if the paintings change in the rooms. So I never really paid attention to that to see if whether they change. Oh wait, go down. Wait. Parlor, corridor, observatory. You think they're the same? Yeah, I actually have no idea. I want to do the observatory, but at the same time, I want to go down the corridor just because they'll open up another room. Then that kind of blocks us from only being able to go one way. Or go corridor and save that gem. Now we get the utility closet, spare room, or the bedroom. A room. Oh, so now here we got the courtyard. Den, where we get a gem. The West Wing Hall. Courtyard might have a shovel in it, by default. Or we go in the den, and we're guaranteed to get at least a gem. Feeling courtyard. Risking that there might be a shovel. There isn't, but there's a sledgehammer. So that'll at least get us into boxes when we don't have any keys. Too bad, you know, can't use it to get into a door. Ah! Of course, now we get the commissary that would have had the shovel in it because we ordered a shovel. That figures. Oh, the closet then. Oh, we got a key. And we got dice, so while drafting you may use to roll new floor plans. Okay. Okay. Now, I think in this room, the painting does change. Can't say for sure, but I think the painting in this room does change. For some reason, I'm remembering something different than back back here than what we got, but I could be also just being goofy. The commissary room again. I don't want the chopper room. I don't want it. And if we don't need it, then we're going to go den. Access. We have to go to the entrance hall. We can access. Now Minnie goes, I'll take your lap instead. Hi, Minnie. Oh, here we go. Sledgehammer. That's what the sledgehammer is for. Look at that. We got some gems. Didn't have to use a key. There's a big W there. Ooh. Only we had the garage key. Oh, if only we had the car keys. Because we could go in the garage and use a gem. And then get 3 keys. But we need the utility room so we can turn the lights on. And then we need to have a... need to get the car keys so that we can open the car, because there's some stuff in there too. Ugh. That's really unfortunate. I mean, we could open it, or like we could go in there, or we can go into the security room, or I can redraw the floor plan. I'm okay with the security room. I'm okay with that. Oh, keep that because be able to order something else. Great, I want to go. Oh. Okay. Now we can get to commissary room with items for sale. Or we could go the archive, which will allow us to continue going straight to the right and to the left. Commissary room, it'll give us our shovel. Possibly, because it says items for sale, so more than likely it'll be there, but we won't be able to afford it. And we'll lose a gem. So we'll lose a gem and... Ugh. I think in the circumstances, even though I want that shovel, but I know that we don't have the money for it. So I think we go with the archive. And here. Hoping we'd get something other than book. Getting.
You're on that pursuit of happiness. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Michelle. Welcome in.
Yeah, life can be funny when you're on
Ah,
that
use a
pursuit
key.
and all you
Okay. Ooh. Not the passageway. Not the furnace, because that's gonna get us nowhere. So I gotta go with the archive floor plan. Oh, it's the guest bedroom. Oh, we get a key out of it, though. Okay, I'll take that. Oh. Oh, I read this last night. Read that last night. Nothing else new in here. A weight room? And lose half your steps? No, thank you. No, thank you. Even though it does give you more places to go. We'll go in the observatory. Yikes. Oh, it's a big yikes there. Rooms with 4 doors are more common today. W. Hopefully they're not locked, though. Oyster room. Breaker room. The archive room, so it'd be random. It's either the breaker room or it's some random room that might allow us to go through, or we might get stuck. Utility closet. I mean, we'll get stuck, but we'll get able to turn the lights on the garage if we come across the garage again. Feeling like we take a risk and we do the archive floor plan and hope that it is a room that allows us to continue going forward. Oh, we can redraw plans too. I forgot we can do that. Ah. You go to archive. So we get the rotunda, the Great Hall. Yeah, we're going to have to do archive floor plan. Ugh. Okay, so we got a parlor room, but unfortunately this door is non-existent. We'll get gems out of this. It's interesting that this is closed off. Okay, so the box that claims to be black has the gems. The box that claims to be black. Okay. This box is the blue box. Well, that's a lie. This box is the black box. But that's not true either. That's not true either. So the box that claims to be black has the gems. So it's possible we have 2 truths and a lie. Or this is a lie and that's a lie. I don't know. I don't know if the blue box is the right one because this box saying that's the black box. It's not, though. It's not. We know that's a lie. We know this is a lie. Work, all three of them are lying, I think. Blue? Well, you both saying blue, so I'll go with your thought. Yay! Way to go, chat! I probably would have gotten that wrong if it had just been me alone. Because I was like thinking literal colors. Ugh, that was a little bit of a tricky one there. Go straight. Ooh. Okay. At the weight room where you lose half your steps again. That's a big bad no. Oyster room gives us that. I don't feel like we should go there because that makes us use all of gems. I hope that this archive one isn't one of those where you can't go anywhere. That's the only bad thing. Hoping it's not that. But I feel like our rank is way too low to open the cloister room right now. And I don't want to use up all my steps on the weight room. Like, that would be okay if we had like twice as many steps that we have now, but so yeah, I'm gonna go archive. Okay, and it's the room that has all of the rooms. Ooh. Chapel again, where you lose a coin. Utility closet. Or an archive floor plan which requires a gem. Oh! What is this? Is this a laboratory, maybe? I typically work over at Sinka Labs, but got sent over here for a month to assist more with new turbine tests. I think I need some help. For the past 3 days, I've been unable to find a laboratory on the estate. Today was the first success on that front. Can anyone tell me if this is typical, and if so, how do you get any work done? Before I arrived, I was briefed on the way the doors work, but I must admit, I didn't expect to be excluded from my new workstation for the first week. Any tips from my fellow technicians would be appreciated. Kimberly Thompson. Heating and cooling curves. Okay. I feel like this is important, so I'm going to take a picture of it. Because I know at some point there is a boiler room. So I'm thinking maybe that might help us with solving stuff for that room when we eventually find it. Oh, and then we got a periodic table of elements. Imagine not being able to log into work for a week. The place would be pretty down. Yeah, very true. Very true. Let's see. Can we look in the microscope? It does not look like we can. All it allows us to do is zoom in on the periodic table. So I took a picture of that because I'm assuming that we're going to need that for something. Can't look in this one either. This looks a little weird. Can't read anything. Oh, okay. I have no idea what this means. But there's definitely these numbers pertain to something that on the periodic table. So that's something. No idea what that is. You have an idea? Spells out something? It might. It might. Oh. We got numbers here. And you can move the levers. Interesting. So maybe we've got a match. Though I don't know how exactly, because once it's like 1476. This machine requires additional power piped in from the boiler room. Oh, we haven't found the boiler room, so that... Oh, Dog's was like, did you see the 10-ticket painting by the table? I did. I did, and that particular painting I've seen in several of the rooms, so I'm wondering what that's all about. So there's gotta be something... Somehow this has to be significant, and I'm assuming for this, but how you figure out what that is? Like maybe it's like on the periodic it'd be like say HR and it matches with number 3, something like that. I don't know though. I'm wondering if this as it needs the boiler room, so I'm assuming that we can't do anything with this until we find the boiler room. But we can get in here. Experiment setup. So in the laboratory, you are free to experiment by testing and combine different mechanics to create an original and unique house feature that will last until the end of the day. Okay. Choose a cause from column A and then an effect from column B. Ah, okay, so like, example, the next 3 times you open a locked trunk, you can set your steps to 40. Or each time you eat an apple. Or for each bedroom you draft after your second. So those are our causes. The effect is that you can add a small chest to the entrance hall. Your steps get automatically set to 40. Or you set your dice to 2, which We don't have dice, so unless we get dice, I don't think that will work. I like the idea of either a small chest being added to the entrance hall or setting your steps to 40. But we have to have keys and stuff to be able to do the cause and effect. What are we thinking, chat? Whoops! Careful, Collie! She slipped off the desk. Careful, honey. Slipped off the desk and scared Minnie. Okay, honey. I think that we could probably do, if we could find an apple setting your steps at 40, that would make, like, that would work. Or having every time you eat an apple, add a small chest to the entrance hall. I could see that too. I think we got the sledgehammer, so we would then... Oh, Mira was begging for Pester in your therapy appointment. Aww. And Collie's been doing her hiding under the bed in the other room. She came out just a little bit ago, and now she's all begging for attention, wanting pets. And she's behind me. She's like on my chair. She's behind me, and Minnie is on my lap. So right now I've got 2 kittens on my lap. The next 3 times you open a locked trunk, that seems like that's going to be finding 3 chests or 3 trunks. I don't foresee happening. We found 1, but I don't see her finding us like 3 more. And then saying each bedroom you draft, well, if you draft a bedroom, that kind of forces you to end where you're at. So I'm still leaning towards each time you eat an apple, I'm still leaning that way. But then do we get a small chest in the entrance hall, or do we want, how often do you find apples? I find apples more often than I find chests. And it seems like with that, like the apple, you can find one a lot of times, like in the security room, though it wasn't in there this time. You can find them in the kitchen or like the pantry area. So Frosty answered their own question. Frosty, you're not supposed to answer your own question. Usually it's Mop, but somehow Mop convinced Frosty to give the answer. Oh, I'm glad Mop wasn't guilty this time. Ooh. Yeah, so I'm thinking either 1 or 2 here for either the small chest or adding steps. If we add a small chest to the entrance hall, there's a good chance that it will have either a gem or it'll have a key. If we set our steps to 40 every time we eat an apple, which would be cool, will allow us to continue going forward as long as we've got keys and gems. So I could see both of them being helpful. You could technically add a small chest to the entrance hall, but if you're like not close to the entrance hall, you end up wasting all your steps to get to that entrance hall, then like what's the point of having that chest there? So based on that logic, I think we should do each time you eat an apple, we set our steps to 40. I think that's what we need to do. Art experiment. Experiment started. Okay, so what else do we got here? Research logs. No experiments found. Research logs will be available the day after an experiment has been performed. Ah, okay. Well, we can log into the network. Because there was something that we have to do that we couldn't because we hadn't activated one of these rooms. I don't remember which one. If it's the lab does something, and then also the office does something. I don't remember which one it is. If it's the data transfers or if it's electronic mail. Okay, so this one is not available there, so it's not that. Okay, so office is only for electronic mail. So it is possible to connect to other active terminals elsewhere in using the RTA. Okay. So now we're online. Not sure what this is going to do. Okay. Ah, okay. But basically it allowed us to log into there. I'm going to change security level. So at least less likely for us to run into a room that you can't get into because it's behind a key card. So that's changed. Oops. And then we can also set so the next time we whoops. I obviously put that in wrong. I must have said swang song. Here we can still order something. Special order. And that basically makes it so that this will end up going to the mystery room. Which, the magnifying glass, we are going to need a magnifying glass at some point. We are going to need that. So I think I'm going to go that route. Because we technically checked our shovel again. We got our shovel and then we checked it again. So we definitely have something here that we don't know what to do yet. Ooh, okay. Ooh, makes it tough. So the dark room, one of the rooms that we need, that's where you actually need the magnifying glass for, is the dark room. But you also need to be able to access the utility room, which we don't have yet. But I don't want to use the weight room, because the weight room will lose half our steps. I think we go dark room and hope that we run into Maybe we run into one of the rooms that have the utilities, so that way we can turn that on. Or we run into the garage room. But we need to find the car keys. This room actually has some important stuff in here. But we can't access it because it's dark and we don't have a magnifying glass. Okay. So something's gonna be there. I don't want to use 2. I am willing to use 1 gem. Oh, we got the laundry room. Okay. Dark and no magnifying glass, just like my heart. Oh. Ironically, too, the power flickered in here just now, too. For, like, just a second. Oh. Wash and dry, fluff and fold, or spin cycle. Huh. Wonder what that will do. We don't have money to do that anyway, but... I wonder what that would do. Interesting. Oh. Oh, this service costs 5 gold and will exchange all of your gems with all of your coins. And then the wash and dry, take all of your coins and exchange all of your keys with all of your gems. And the 10, it will take all of your keys, exchange all of your keys with all of your gold. Sheesh. Very, very intriguing. Too bad there's nothing else in here, though. I was hoping we'd get, like, a key or something in here. And this also gives a dead end. That's sucky. Alrighty, so we go back to the dark room and go the other way. Here. Okay, same scenario, but definitely not that one. Oh, bedroom. But there's nothing else in this room. Sometimes there is, sometimes there isn't. Most of the time there isn't, for at least for me. And it's locked. Okie dokie. Archive plant. Bunk room, which we won't be able to go any further that way. Since we don't know where the archive plan is going to go, I'm going to go with that one. So we know at least this will have something. Hopefully there's no locked room in here. Of course, I said, hopefully there's no locked room in here, and there's a locked door. Of course. Okay, so now we have to go down to the Great Hall. understand how this is. I'm like still looking at this like, okay, what is the secret of this thing? Once we figure out what that is. Hey, now things locked. Yep. Things locked in here. Locked too, I'm assuming it was. Yep. Well, this is not looking good. This is only going to give us one room, and that's going to be the entrance hall. Everything else is closed off because we don't have a key. Yeah, the entrance hall is the only place we can go. Turn here. Oh. Okay, no, I had to go to the end. Yeah. Oh. I didn't. It's just that it looks like that because there should be a door in that room if there wasn't. Oh. But one room in here. Ha! That figures. Okay, well. I'll have enough that we can go to the courtyard, dig some stuff up in the courtyard, and then archive the shovel again. Something of interest was buried here. Wah, 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 wah. Man. A turnip! Gave him some steps, but... Phew. Fortunately, that didn't help us. So, it gave me enough steps that I can go back and... the shovel back on check again. Turnips gives you step in a bad case of gas. It's too bad you also can't put like multiple items in there. I wish you could do that. Put multiple items, because I would also put the sledgehammer. Again, one of these can't get anywhere because we ran out of keys. So I guess the next time I'm going to use the find that utility room. Regardless, I think is what I'm going to do, because I just seem to, I'm having really bad RNG. Really bad RNG. So we have two areas that we need to open, and I can't get to either of those. I'm gonna go straight because RNG is just awful. Queen. And a spare. Spade. Corridor, hallway. Parlor. I think the pictures are changing too. The gems are in this box. The gems are not in this box. The gems are not in the white box. Gems are in this box. That's what I was thinking, black box. That was the first thing I thought of. Only thing is that we could be getting tricked too, because, well, assuming that this is saying gems are in this box, being that's true, and gems are not in this box, we know that one has to be right, one has to be telling a lie. So if this one's telling the truth, then this one would be a lie, therefore the gems would be actually in that box. And then this one, the gems are not in the white box, which could be true too. Saying gems are not in the white box. Gems are not in this box. And the gems are in that box. I feel white is telling the truth about the gems not being in that box. But then that would mean both of these. Saying the gems are not in that box. That would be a double truth. And then this would be the gems are in this box. So we'd say that we have three truths. So it can't be... I wonder if they're actually in the blue box. Because let's assume that this one's lying. Gems are in this box. Assume that's a lie. The gems are not in this box, being a truth. And the gems are not in the white box, could also be a truth. Is everyone still thinking black? Sorry, I was getting stuff for dinner. We got a tough one. We got a tough one. So we've got 3 boxes. We're in the parlor. The black box is saying that the gems are in that box. The white one is saying the gems are not in the white box. And then the blue one is saying the gems are not in the white box. And since I know the rules are one has to tell the truth, one tells a lie, and one has the gems. So the question is which one is telling the truth and which one's lying? Because this one here, if the gems are not in the white box, assuming that's true, the gems are not in this box, would mean that's a truth too. So either both of these boxes are lying, and this one's telling the truth. Yeah, I'm questioning which one is telling the truth. Or which one in this case has the gems. So far we have 1 vote for black. I'm leaning towards blue. Logically, I think it could be either. Yeah, it could be either. Because this could be the gems are not in this box, which could be the truth. And this one, the gems are in this box, which could be a lie. Which is why I thought the gems are not in the white box, which would be, for me, that's why I was thinking blue. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo here. Go blue? Go blue! I'm gonna go blue. And I could be wrong. Ha! Yay! Look at that! Yay! That was a tricky one. Yeah, that one I was like, wait a minute here. Yeah, that was definitely a good gut one. Oi. The nursery. That is not going to get us anywhere. Storeroom won't get us anywhere either. But it will give us a key. Ugh. Boy, I wish that the storeroom was down by the entrance hall. I don't like being closed off. Both of these would close me off, so... I have to go pantry, so just because I don't want to get closed off. Even though I want that key! I want the key! Key! Please! Key! And if we had the experiment going on, we would gain 40 right now. Ooh, okay. Oh no, your rice almost burned. No! That would have been really bad if that had happened. Ooh, okay, courtyard, security room, billiard room. The billiard room has consistently thus far giving us the key card. The courtyard has been a hit or miss. Courtyard. And need a key card. Yeah, figures. But we got a metal detector, so we might be able to find some keys. Ah, okay. I really want that utility closet, but jeez. We kind of like have messed things up by having that courtyard closed off. So based off of that logic, because right now we have to either find a key or we have to go all the way down to the entrance hall and hope that we can find another way through. So I'm gonna go bedroom. Hey, finally have something. Finally got something in this room. Well, I gotta go security room because everything else would close me off. I have to go security. So that's what this was for. Get an extra gem so we can go in here. Oh. Coin. Nice. Alright. Now we can go in here and we can disable... I believe we can disable keycard system so that way we can get through that other room. Ah, it still won't let us through. We got this room's closed off for the security card. Here's R and Queen of Hearts there. Or Diamonds, Queen of Diamonds. Ooh, I really wish we had the utility room. Well, but we don't have the garage. We would get 3 keys, but we need to have the car keys. Don't have the car keys. Dark room. Once we find the magnifying glass, we can use, and the utility room, we can use the dark room, but we could run into the situation where we're closed off again, or we go through the corridor, which was guaranteed to be open. I'm feeling that way because of the fact that we got locked out the one way. I'm gonna go with my gut feeling because it feels like it's gonna be neat. Doctor's very nice. Ooh, okay. Kitchen, observatory, or the den. I don't remember what the observatory would do for the next part. Kitchen, obviously, there would be food that you can purchase. But I want to hang on to my coin. So, I think I'll go den because they'll give me another gem. Locked. Locked. Dang it. This is like the second, like our second run, because our second run we had the same problem where we constantly were running out of key, or getting blocked because we didn't have something like, in this case, we didn't have a shovel and we didn't have a key card. I figures because the billiard room has been constantly giving us that. Ah, there's a billiard room that can come up. Also, we have commissary that would have our shovel. Actually, no, it would have the magnifying glass because we asked for the magnifying glass to come. And then we have the nuke that would give us a key. I'm gonna go billiard because either the billiard room will give us a key card or it'll give us a key. So it should be a W regardless. Pen. Oh, this is getting harder. 17. 8. 25. No. No, that is 25. Yeah, 25. 25 times 10. That's not right. That can't be right. That's what this is. Oh no. That's a subtraction. I'm thinking pink. Pink would be multiplication. Yes, my brain's running down. I can tell that because my brain's like, what? Yeah. Alright, 25 minus 10 is 15. Yeah, now we get a little bit harder. Okay. 4. That's 5. Yeah. Now back to 1 again. What's throwing me off is the fact that we've got 2 multiplications here. So, order operations. So I've got... Originally we had 5, 4 and 1. We had a minus 4, giving us 1. It's still going to be 4. 4 and 1 is 5. Minus 1 is 4. Times 1 is 4. Divided by 1 is 4. Hey, okay, we got keys. I'll take that. I will take keys. Okay, confirmed. The paintings, the pictures are changing in the rooms. So not only are the locations, but the paintings themselves are changing too. So that's interesting. I'm wondering if that's significant or not. I don't know. Wine room, apple, storeroom. I love the storeroom, except that it's gonna block me going that way. Drawing room. Chapel only allows us to go up or down. Drawing room will allow us to go to the right. I'm gonna go drawing. In this room, had a fire too. I must be thinking of a different room. Okay, so we got guest bedroom, nuke, closet, nuke. I was hoping it was going to give me something else. Oh! A coupon book! Save 1 coin each purchase you make in the estate. Hey, that's a W. That's a W. Okay, now... There's the breaker room. Get the library. Or the locksmith, which you can buy keys at. I don't know how much the keys will cost, though. They probably cost like 10 because they have it that one other area, so... That would not work very well. I'm gonna go library because of that one place that's got that book. And I need to take pictures of the book that's in that library. Here we go. So Kimberly Thompson took it out just a couple months ago. You know, Kimberly Thompson was the one that was in the laboratory, got sent there. And this is a book that gives you a guidance on how, like, the game essentially works. So the ambitious young architect, a fresh blueprint represents a world of boundless possibilities. When you're staring at a blank canvas, you have unlimited potential and ideas to explore, but with an abundance of options at your disposal, the architect can also become overwhelmed by countless choices and decisions that need to be made. So should I draft a hallway or a closet? How many bedrooms do I need in my house? Is passageway really worth 2 gems? All these questions can compound, adding layers of complexity and stress to the design process. That's why it's even more important to develop simple and effective strategies that you can employ while drafting your house to ensure a successful project outcome. In this volume of Architectural Digest, we aim to provide architects with some of those strategies and even assist them in developing their own. So I am going to take pictures of everything that's in here, because I don't know when we'll see, if we'll see this again. And I made the mistake of not doing that when we got the room with the mailbox, because I don't remember how to do the combination with the utility box. And I know that utility box, I think, plays into... It does play into something. Getting one of the areas, I think, unlocked that we haven't been able to do. So gems. Back one. Although many architects employ different strategies when developing their house designs, most of them agree on one guiding principle: have gems while drafting. One of the most common ways architects draft themselves into a corner is by not having the resources they need when opening a new door. Which is exactly, we've had that happen over and over again with keys. If you lack the gems to consider all 3 presented options, you may be forced to draft a room you do not want. To avoid this predicament, focus on drafting rooms that grant you gems and prioritize acquiring gems as early in the day as you can. This approach is a surefire way to set yourself up for success. Okay, so now we know that we need to go for rooms that definitely give gems over keys. Make sure you check for gems in the room you are in before clicking the door. I do this too much. I think about saving some gems for emergencies. I try to only spend them if I really need a room. I will never draft a passageway on the first 5 ranks. It's a simple strat that has served me well. So that's what the passageway, I remembered that about passageway, that you couldn't, that it was before a certain amount. So we do not want to use gems on a passageway, because the gems, I think the passageway is 3 gems, I think. And we don't want to do that for the first 5 ranks. So if you see gems for sale at any of the shops, buy them out. Don't pass up the wine cellar even if you're not thirsty. There's no such thing as too many gems. Yeah, that's one of the reasons I went for the wine cellar, because I remembered that one. The rest of this was like, Okay, so I'm going to take pictures of this. Save this up. Yeah. It feels like there's a lot that you need to write for this game, write down. So when you begin drafting a house, it's important to start each day with a solid foundation. Draft early ranks first. Very common mistakes beginners make is drafting a straight line north and ignoring the many unopened doors they have left behind in the entrance hall and rooms of the early ranks. When these architects reach the higher ranks, they quickly discover they do not have enough keys or gems to continue. Their day usually ends by returning to the lower ranks to draft from the doors they skipped, only to find rooms and items that would have made all the difference if they had only been found earlier in the day. So what it's saying is that with the entrance hall, when it gives you the 3 options at the beginning, we should actually open those 3 doors first before we do anything else. But as the layout to the right demonstrates, even a path of rooms that snakes through the house and does not go in a straight line can also be structurally weak if you're leaving lots of unopened doors on the ranks behind you. By starting each day on a strong foundation of rooms on the early ranks, you will have a much better chance of finding success when you eventually start adding further into the house. Okay. So, top drafting combos. Another aspect to consider when planning your house is the order in which you draft rooms. For instance, if you draft a cloister before terrace, you will be down 3 gems. But if you draft them in the reverse order, cloister would be free. Identifying a synergetic pair of floor plans is an essential first step, but determining the optimal order for drafting those rooms will provide you with an additional advantage, significantly improving your chance of success. So we should get terrace first, so then we can get cloister for free. A foyer is drafted before the great hall would mean that all of its many doors would be unlocked. Ooh. Drafting a bunk room after nursery will give you an extra 10 steps because it counts as 2 separate bedroom triggers. And you won't have to backtrack constantly to collect your gold spread from office if you draft a conference room. The more items you have, the greater your chances of being able to create a contraption in the workshop. So making a connection. And talking about the pump room and the boiler room, which I have not seen those. Or it's like some chamber also. I have not seen that one yet either. So 2-pair combos aren't the only form of room synergy. You will find some floor plans only work by drafting other specific rooms. These rooms aren't powerful on their own, but they can become very useful when their connectivity is eventually discovered. The utility closet is a perfect example of this. It doesn't do anything by itself, but it can literally power up or down other rooms you have drafted in your house, which is talking about the garage, dark room, and the gymnasium. So the gymnasium, you can turn the lights off to prevent step loss. The dark room, that's the room I have been talking about, where you can turn that on, and there is, after blowing a fuse, where there is item in there that you have to look at with the magnifying glass. And then there's the garage. It powers the garage door and grants west path access. So that'll allow us to get through the west path. It'll open that area up that we have not been able to do yet because we have not been able to get to the garage. But we also need to have the garage keys too. Other examples of connectivity is one of the more simple examples. Her ladyship's chamber has synergy with Lady Espen's other 2 rooms, to the walk-in closet and the boudoir. And then there's the boiler room that connects ducts from room to room to run steam power to a specific destination in the house, like the laboratory, the garage, the laundry room, the furnace, and pump room all have uses for steam power. Speaking of pump room, this room controls the water level through rooms in the estate and can interact directly with the pool, the aquarium, the greenhouse, the kitchen, and several other features located outside of the main house. I didn't remember seeing any water in the kitchen. Tips and tricks. In the kitchen, you can check which course is being served in the dining room that day. This will allow you the opportunity to draft specific rooms that will make the meal even more delicious. Besides counting its 2 rooms, bunk room also counts as 2 rooms. This will increase the amount of steps granted by master bedroom, the amount of gold spread by the tomb, and the amount of keys found in a servant's quarters. Each time you solve a puzzle in the billiard room or parlor, the difficulty will slightly increase the next time you draft that room. I was just because you didn't find any items in a room when you first explore it doesn't mean that it will be the case the next time you draft it. The day after drafting freezer, it enters an automated cooldown refreezing cycle during which it cannot be drafted for the next 24 hours. Oh, I haven't seen that room. If you're stuck or don't know what to do in a specific room, sometimes it is smart to just move on. There are multiple ways to solve many of the challenges you will come across, and there is a very good chance you will find a piece of information down the road which may be helpful. When in doubt, draft rooms you have never seen before. Even if you do not think the rooms seem very useful, they may still hold useful clues and information that may help you in your journey. A word from the editor: although with this volume we have provided our readers with many potential strategies and tricks to try, we here as Architectural Digest hope that aspiring architects know that there is truly no set blueprint for success. Forging your own path and coming up with your own unique strategies will, in our humble opinion, always provide the best results. Each architect has his own favorite room. Each builder has his own favorite tool. And thus each player, in turn, will develop their own style of play and discover their own secrets and tricks that they can share with the world or keep to themselves. Whatever strategy you employ, we wish you the best of luck drafting and hope you build the house of your dreams. Yeah, we learned some big information about this room that we didn't have before. So, very cool. Very, very cool on that. So, what I've learned on this is that I need to draft all the rooms that are around the entrance room instead of just going through one way. Oh, there's another key! Yay! I'm gonna go up top here because I think there's something else in my up here. Oh, that's just our records. That. And over here. Oh, this is just a wrap up of what we've done thus far. Okay. No, so we can't get any more books until the next time we go. And that will be at that time we can order another book. Okay, so I am down here by Nuke. Okay, so I want to go down to I'm going to go down to that entrance hall and open up that other area. Okay. Closet. Observatory. Spare room. Well, I'm gonna go spare room because closet would be helpful. So would the observatory, but I want to be able to access. We still have 2 more rooms over here that we can potentially access. Ooh, okay. So the commissary will give us our magnifying glass. Really don't want to. I'd like to get the storeroom, but then we have a room that we can't access. don't think we have enough. We would have enough to get magnifying glass. Well, I'm gonna go there. Magnifying glass. Coupon book, using the coupon book too allowed us to be able to save money as well. That's cool. Okay. Pause it. Get a key. Oh. And a sleep mask. First time you enter each bedroom with the sleep mask, you gain 5 steps. Okay. I was wondering what that was for. So I've never seen the sleep mask. I was wondering how that was going to work. Okay. I would say we go up through the pantry. Oh, we don't have. Oh, right. We don't have a. Both security and the courtyard, I believe, were locked by keycard. So we need, I guess, to go up to Den, because I think that was just locked. Yep. Key. Ooh. I really want that storeroom, but golly, I can't because I don't know what the other room is going to be, and I can't close myself off. I'm gonna have to go chapels just so I can be able to maneuver into the other rooms there. Ugh. Okay. Go down instead of up. Oh. Okay, we're gonna get the utility closet. Only thing I know of us. Garage should be turned on. Keep everything there. But I can't see what that is. Can't use the magnifying glass. Keycard entry system now has been turned off. So that should allow us to get through the 2 rooms that we can't. And I know that has to be turned on initially. But then afterward, I don't remember the rest. But for now, that will be good to have. So now that will get us through another area. Well, I don't want to do the laboratory because I don't want to lock myself out. Can't use the gem here because I don't have any, so we're going to go hallway. I really want to get a way around this particular room so I don't have to go in here again. However, maybe it would be wise for me to go down back to the security and courtyard because now we got the key card should be deactivated. So I can still make my way around there. Because if I go north, I'm going to run into the problem that the book was talking about is being too high ranked. Don't want to run into that problem. Same with that. I'm going to leave that door closed. Same reason. Yeah. Nice. Okay. Passageway, no. Dark room. Other, like, bedroom. Dark room will connect us to the courtyard. And now we'll be able to do the rest of this because now we can go back to the utility room. Unfortunately, we're going to lose that one coin we've got. But now we got the magnifying glass. So now we can see what's on the piece of paper. So we're making progress. So, okay, lurking while you eat my food, battered, beer battered fish, cheesy rice, and green beans. Oh, that sounds really good. Really good. Yeah. Okay. Oh. Huh. Can't see. Is there a combination on this? This is the orchard. Oh, 1128. Okay. Gotta write that down. 1128, so we can get through that orchard now. Okay, so we got, that's one thing we've learned. Okay. Don't see anything here on this one. Huh. I don't know why this one... I don't see anything with this particular one. Doing the same thing with this, won't be anything. That. Those are just the maid ladies. Huh. Picture looks weirder than out of focus. But I don't see anything that's like standing out for zooming in on something. That's just a bizarre one, I guess. Huh. This is supposed to. Something else in that one. Okay. Letter. HS has requested yet another print of her ladyship, I assume for one of her rooms in the west wing, as well as an enlarged print of an enclosed photograph. He said the last development was too dark, so keep an eye on that. Huh. Yeah, still 1128 on that. So that's gonna go for the combination that we needed. Supposed to be. Oh, that's the one that looked weird. Okay. Almost look like there's an eye there. That's creepy. Yep, there it is again. Oh, here we go. That's what I wanted. So green memos found in Harley's room are always false. Huh. Have we come across Harley? At least I don't think we have. I think that's everything. So we got the combination and we learned that there's a room, Harley, and Harley's room is always, when there's a green memo, it's always false. That's what we learned. Okay. Now we're good. We did learn something there. We're closed off now, unfortunately, on the dark room, though. But we did learn. We did at least access that. So there's so much that still we can't access. So I have to hope that we can go either through the den, hallway. Learning hurts. Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. Oh, we have 13 steps left. 1, 2, 3. So we're not going to get that very far. Not that much further we'll be able to get here, but... we at least learned something. Like, having the utility box actually is very helpful. I'm going to use this key here, because I only have 10 steps left anyway. Okay. Don't really feel... I don't have any coins, so kitchen would be kind of pointless. We could do the guest bedroom, which will give us 10 steps. Done the nursery before. It's possible there might be something in there. I'm thinking do 10 in the guest bedroom. And then make us our way around here. Which way is it? Go to the chapel. Hallway. A walk-in closet has 4 items, requires a gem. The gymnasium. But we'd have to go down to the utility closet so we don't lose any steps. Walk-in closet will enter around. Storeroom would also enter around. The only thing we could do is go in the gymnasium. That's the only thing we can do to keep going. Golly. That sucks. And I don't recall the gymnasium. I don't think I turned the lights off on the gymnasium. I don't think I did. So, that sucks. Get what we can here. Alright. Storeroom. Spread the gems in each green room. That would have been fantastic before. Keys for sale. That was pointless for us. So, yeah. Oh, and kitchen. That's the only place we can go to continue going anywhere. Get up to rank 9. Ah, there's the mail room. Okay. We will go into the mailroom because that is where the instructions are for the other part of the utility thing. I need to take a picture of this because I only had part of this. So the error that I had before, I knew about all the pressing the buttons all to activate blue. Oh, so you press a blue indicator next to a red indicator to activate purple. But 5 purple indicators are needed to activate the 6. Get it? So it's like you press any of the buttons above to activate blue. But if you have blue, let's say you have all the next ones all turn blue, then you have to have the one next to it turn red, so that the first one, essentially, you're going down like in a row, so that they all turn purple. That's the part I didn't have. Okay, cool. Oh, there's something written here. Did they ever prove he was the one that stole Baron's mail? So please return all correspondence and packages addressed to Danny Ravain to sender, as he no longer is employed with our staff. So this Danny Ravain apparently was stealing Baron's mail. I'm gonna just write that down because I don't know if we're gonna need to know that. Okay. Curious whether there's anything else written. Doesn't look like there's anything you need the magnifying glass for this part. Okay. So pretty much that ended our run there. However, we'll be able to go to the orchard, open up that area. Fortunate that I'm all the way on top there. I'm not going to have enough steps, I don't think, to get. Yeah, it will take me 11 steps to get back to the entrance hall, so yeah, I won't even have enough to even get anywhere. But this was a good run. This was definitely a good run in that we were able to get some stuff that we found stuff that we didn't know before. Really loved to find this, whatever we need to do to open the antechamber. I have a feeling the antechamber might be what. There's an area where you have to light 4 flames, and I'm wondering if the antechamber is connected to that. So next time we play this, we will open the orchard, and we'll be trying to continue to find all the rooms to get to room 46, as well as see if we can open up another area of flames. So, but I have to call it a day in the game since there's nothing more that I can do stepwise. unfortunately, I went all the way up, and could have kind of messed myself up by doing that. But we definitely learned stuff. We learned a lot with how to set up the rooms, what the recommended strategy is, getting that orchard, finding all that information, finding out about Harvey's room, wherever that is. So yeah. That. Yeah, and well, being it is that time, I would say this is going to conclude today's stream.